never left. People still living in trailers. As I keep saying, FEMA pulled money last week. So as of today, people have to be out of hotels that FEMA was paying for. That's everybody. So that's 38,000 families roughly by our last count. So it's going to get pretty crazy down here. Imagine 38,000 families trying to just live with basic necessities when they aren't being provided. There is work in the way of excavation, renovation, but everybody can't do those jobs. So that's where we sit. Was hope for all of these hotels, at least at one point, but again, insurance companies have pulled out, so they're pretty much taking them apart now and knocking them down. Same is true for timeshares. So people who had timeshares, they're pretty much wiped out. They're gone. So you basically got people living on the beach in trailers and tents right now. That's pretty much what it surmises to. I mean, you can see those are empty, just shells of buildings. Those will have to be knocked down. I see the X on them. When you see a black X, it means no hope. Red X means it's been cleared out. Orange X means it was cleared out with possibly a rescue attempt. That's pretty much the scale of what you would see for the next, probably about 30 miles along this coast. There's another family down there living on the beach. Got a little shack down there. People are just doing what they can to survive, man. That's pretty much it. And again, for people who are thinking about, should I donate to a hurricane relief effort? It's 6 months later. People should be pretty stable. Don't think, act. I heard Chris Cuomo say it best that sometimes the reason we don't heal things is because we don't feel things. People think that their feelings should be the ultimate determining factor rather in the way that they act. And by the time they figure those feelings out, it's sometimes too late. So I thank God that myself and my partner Batman, we have the courage and tenacity to follow what God tells us to and put ourselves to the side. Because your feelings don't always, they aren't a true indicator of how the situation needs to be addressed. That's just you thinking from your shoes. But sometimes you got to wear the shoes of the other people. Sometimes you got to live in their skin in the moment to see how bad it is. You know, we rode down here the first time 6 months ago, second time 4 months ago. Basically up every other month we're down here. And it's not getting any better to the degree of people being able to inhabit the area again. It's getting better in cleanliness somewhat. But again, this is on the coast. I want people to know that. What they're doing is they're taking the trash, the rubble, the trees, and they're taking it more inland. And there were never allotted enough landfills to hold all this. So it's communities that have been deserted are now dump sites. So if I were to go to my left, your left as you see on screen, you would find communities full of trash. People aren't coming back. So it's just become city waste until they can find a more permanent place to take it. So it may look like it's getting somewhere. I mean, very, very lightly. But it's really not. It's just really not. So yeah, I'll be down here the rest of this week. Then I'll be back in 2 weeks to give a couple of people I know a better view of this, so they can get a hands-on, eyes-on look at this whole thing. All right, I'm gonna sign off for a little